News, the man charged with driving through Waukesha's Christmas parade and killing 6 people now says he wants to represent himself in his upcoming trial, which is scheduled to start in less than 2 weeks. The move could delay the trial, and people in Waukesha are upset.
It's just going to drag things on for all these people and keep the wounds that are already massive open for much longer than they have to be.
The judge in the case is expected to decide next Tuesday whether Brooks will be allowed to represent himself. Now, Darrell Brooks has already been found competent to stand trial, but there's a higher standard for determining whether a defendant is competent to represent themselves. Ben Jordan goes in depth with a legal expert about the likelihood of the judge allowing Brooks to be his own lawyer.
A local defense attorney says it's not only possible, it's likely that Brooks will be found competent to represent himself at trial. Wisconsin law says a defendant should only be denied that constitutional right if a disability is identified that would prevent them from offering a meaningful defense. Just 10 days before jury selection is set to begin.
It's always shocking when a defendant wants to represent themselves.
Darrell Brooks wants to fire his public defenders and represent himself at trial.
This is a big development in this case.
Jonathan Lavoie is a defense attorney who isn't involved in the case.
I think he's making a huge mistake.
Lavoie says the judge presiding over the trial will determine next week whether Brooks is mentally competent enough to go it alone, but first she will likely try to talk him out of it.
Do you believe he will be found competent to represent himself in trial?
Well, we haven't heard too much from him in most of the court hearings. He's had some erratic behavior. I believe if he answers basic questions about being able to follow the rules, that he is able to understand the severity of the charges, that he understands the pros and cons of his decision, if he's able to cohesively answer the judge's questions, I think he will be found competent to be his own attorney.
A couple weeks ago, Brooks withdrew his insanity plea. Instead, he's pleading not guilty to killing 6 people and injuring dozens of others in the Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy. Lavoie says if Brooks is allowed to represent himself, he would be assigned what's called standby counsel, which is an attorney there to advise a defendant but not actively participate in the trial.
What are the pros and cons of a defendant representing themselves in a murder trial?
It's almost all cons. A person like Mr. Brooks does not have the knowledge of what happens in court, doesn't have access to computers, legal research, doesn't know what motions to file. So a person like Mr. Brooks who's representing themselves typically makes a mockery of their case and oftentimes hurts their defense dramatically.
Lavoie says not only would Brooks's decision to represent himself make the trial more difficult for him, but also for victims and witnesses who are subpoenaed to testify.
A defendant has the right to cross-examine and confront their accusers, and it has to be done in open court, so they would be required to answer questions of Mr. Brooks, and that's probably going to be the most challenging part of this trial if he is allowed to represent himself.
Lavoie says if Brooks is allowed to represent himself, it would prolong the trial, but he does not think it would be postponed just because of this request. Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.
As we near the trial and the anniversary of the tragedy, a reminder, for the first time, TMJ4 is offering live coverage of this year's Waukesha Christmas Parade. It's set for Sunday, December 4th at 4 p.m. It's a new option for the community that's endured so much, and this allows them to watch the tradition where they feel most comfortable.